This George Groves, Chris Eubank Jr. World Boxing Super Series situation is causing a lot of uproar among the boxing community, I think it's fair to say. But here's the thing. George Groves doesn't really gain much from fighting in the final because he's already got the WBA Super belt at super middleweight. And all the other champions are outside of the tournament. Ramirez, Benavidez, and De Gale. It's not like with the cruiserweight tournament where you get the opportunity to become undisputed. Obviously, George Groves will be missing out on a big payday. The winner of the World Boxing Super Series gets up to $10 million if he wins in the final, all right? Up to $10 million. That is what George Groves will be missing out on, a bumper payday. But there are other bumper paydays outside of the World Boxing Super Series. Unifications with Ramirez, Benavidez, or particularly De Gale. I think the De Gale unification, if built correctly, you know, it's a trilogy now, that could be a big, big fight. And De Gale is apparently working with Eddie Hearn again. That's what the rumor is anyway. I haven't heard an official announcement, but that's what the rumor is. He's working with Hearn again. And if that's the case, it could be on Sky Box Office. Groves versus De Gale. There's never been a better time to do it as far as I'm concerned than right now. Because De Gale is barely hanging on to his title at this point. I mean, he lost it 2 fights ago to Truax and just regained it in the rematch. Groves needs to strike while the iron is hot and go for De Gale now. Before De Gale loses to somebody else. Milk that opportunity. Get that opportunity while he can right now. Get the De Gale fight. And perhaps that can make him over 10 million. Obviously, he'd like to do both. He'd like to fight in the final with the World Boxing Super Series. Take that 10 million and then fight De Gale. Obviously. And there would be competition. You know, De Gale might prefer to fight the winner of the World Boxing Super Series rather than fight Groves for a third time. Who knows? But basically what I'm saying, all is not lost for George Groves if he doesn't get to fight in the final with the World Boxing Super Series. There are still big fights outside of it. So, yeah, let me know what you feel about the situation, people. It's happening. I'm out.